In 6, we're asked to figure out the POI between pairs of lines if they exist, because your lines could be parallel, coincident, or skew, and then you don't have necessarily a point of intersection, right? So the easiest way to do this is have them in comparable formats. In particular, put them into parametric form. So if we take line 1 and rewrite it, x equals 3 plus 4s, and y would be 1 minus s, and z would be 5 plus 2s. We should be able to compare those to what we have in line 2, all these ones. If these are going to meet, then at some point, 3 plus 4s needs to equal 4 plus 13t. Or if we put them in the right format, 4s minus 13t equals 1. Same thing for your y's. 1 minus s needs to equal 1 minus 5t, or in other words, we bring the s to the right this time. S minus 5t has to come out to 0. And the last one, 5 plus 2s equals 5t, or in other words, 2s minus 5t equals negative 5. Okay, we don't trick with the s's and the 5s and all that kind of stuff here, right? So, looking for nice ones to start off, I think we put this one underneath, and I'll get s minus 5t equals 0. I can do my same sign, subtract. I'll get s equals negative 5. Once I know that, I can go back to my previous equation and fill in negative 5 for s, and then solve for t. So t is negative 1. Now, I always use my third equation as my checker. If it works in my third equation, that means there is a POI and just have to locate it. If it doesn't work, then there's skew. So let's see what happens. S is negative 5. Okay, 13, t is negative 1. It's supposed to come out to 1. So we get negative 20 plus 13. Oops, 13, sorry. Negative 7 doesn't equal 1. So what does that tell me? These lines are skew. Okay, there is no POI between these two things. They can't meet. So you're done. Okay, let's try B. Same question, just two different lines. Now obviously neither of these are in good format, so let's fix them. Put them into parametric right off the bat. So we'll get x equals negative 3, and nice enough to use letters m this time. 2 minus m, and 8 minus 6m. Same thing for the other equation, just use x equals 3 plus n, y is 7 minus 6n, and z is 2. If they're going to meet, they got to be equal, right? So negative 3 plus 7m equals 3 plus n. So 7m minus n equals 6. We'll do the same thing with our y's. So I'll put the m on the right side this time. Bring the 7 over, you get negative 5. And the nice one, 8 minus 6m is 2. Well, that one we can solve right off the bat. 8 minus 2 is 6m, so 6 is 6m, so m is 1. And once we know that, we'll go back to the previous one. Negative 5 equals m, which we just figured out was 1. So negative 5 minus 1 is negative 6n. Negative 6 is negative 6n. N is 1. And check it. So m is 1. N is 1. It's supposed to come out to 6. Oops. I was thinking ahead there. 7 minus 1 is definitely 6. So this has a POI for sure. We just got to figure out what it is. Alright, so pick one of your two equations. X equals, I like 3 plus n. N is 1, so 3 plus 1, and n is 4. Okay, y, I like the 2 minus m1, so I'm going to use that one, which makes the y value of 1. And the nice is z1, well, one of them told me z was 2. So there is our POI. 4, oops, that shouldn't say X, that should say X. 4, 1, and 2.